Hello and welcome. My name is Velanique and I'm so happy to have you joining me today. Today I am playing with a new eyeshadow palette, an affordable eyeshadow palette that I was able to create two lovely looks, a lovely soft glam look and this bold look. So if you would like to see what palette I've been using and how I created this look, then stay tuned. Just recently I did a review on the L.A.Girl Hey Hey Vacay eyeshadow palette Under the Palms, and I was absolutely blown away by the quality of these eyeshadows. They're lovely, absolutely lovely. And while I was walking through Dischem a couple of weeks ago, I see that L.A.Girl have now released a new one for us for summer, and this one is called Sunkissed Glow, and it is gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So there are 20 shadows in this eye palette. There are 10 matte shades and there are 10 metallic shades. The palette comes in a cardboard box, but there is no mirror in this one, and it retails for 295 Rand. And I think that that is a jolly good deal for 20 eyeshadow colors. Highlight, Lumi, Sunlit, Baked, Cosmo, Glow, Sunrise, Drip, Golden Glow, Constellation, Dreamer, Desert Sky, Free Spirit, Comet, Moonchild, Macrame, Ombre, Explorer, Limitless, Endless. So I thought what I want to do is create a nice soft glam look for our festive season that's coming up. Let's see what we can create with this beautiful palette. Starting with the color Macrame, I'm going to pop that on the inner corner of my eyes. I have already prepped my eyelids, I should say. I have put some concealer on and I have set it with powder. And I'm just using a packing brush to do that. On a blending brush, I'm going to take the color Ombre and I'm going to put that in my crease and up to my transition area. I must say that I have been thoroughly enjoying playing with this palette, much like the other palette that I tried from them. The color payoff and pigment is fantastic. I'm just going to take the Ombre color and I'm also going to just put it on the outer corner of my eye as well. Taking Explorer on the same blending brush, I'm going to just pop that color into my crease, but I'm not going to take it up as high as what I have taken the Ombre color. Just tap off the excess. So I'm just literally going to just tap it in to my crease and just blend halfway. And then just bring whatever's left onto the outer corner of my eyelid. So taking a packing brush, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take the Glow and pop that in the inner corner of my eye, just to give a very subtle, soft glow. So it's nothing that screams too loud, but when you walk up to me, you'll be able to see that there's a little something happening on my eye. Taking an angled brush, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the color Constellation and I'm going to create a little bit of an eyeliner look. So I am going to just pop my brush straight into the powder, tap off the excess, stamp a line right up against my lashes. This is such a lovely shade. It's almost like a satin shade. The sparkle or the metallic is so incredibly fine. It's just beautiful. I'm just going to ever so slightly do a tiny, tiny little wing. So what I've done is I have gone backwards and forwards along my lash line about 2 or 3 times. I'd say about 3 times. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a very small little brush and I'm going to just blend out that line so it completely softens. So you can see that the line is quite diffused now that I've blended it out, and I quite like the effect. It's a very soft, glamorous look. It's nothing too loud, it's not too busy. I think it's a great look for a daytime. I want to create a bit of brightness in my eyes, so I'm going to lighten my waterline, and I really enjoy this pencil. This is the Ultimate Eye Intense Auto Liner from L.A.Girl in the color Super Bright. So just pop it in the waterline. So you can see it's an instant bright-eyed look. I am going to now just take my little smudging brush, and on the color Explorer I'm just going to put a tiny little bit underneath my lash line. So there's my first look. I think this is an absolutely stunning look for a daytime soft glam look. It's soft, it looks romantic to me. It's so beautiful. I really have enjoyed these colors. I will say that there is quite a bit of kickback in the palette, which doesn't really bother me all that much. We just have to make sure that you tap the excess off your brush. Otherwise, I think the fallout would be unreal. But what I want to do now is, because I want to play with some more colors, I actually think that I'm going to ramp this up and take this look from day to night before I put my mascara on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deepen up the outer corners of my eyes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with the darker browns. I'm going to stay away from the black because I just find on my skin tone black is very, very harsh. So I might just use this nice dark brown here to deepen up the outer corner of my eye. So I'm going to take a packing brush and I'm going to pop that into the dark brown. So I'm going to just start with a light hand and I'm going to build my color up. I'm just literally patting the Moonchild color in. Go a little bit deeper, and taking Free Spirit, I'm going to blend that color into my crease a little bit. A little bit of macrame on the top just to soften that. I think I want to go a little bit darker, so I'm going to take the color Limitless and I'm going to go on the very outer corner of my eye using my packing brush and just patting that in. Yeah, that's what I want. And then I'm going to blend that color out. You can see that the colors go on very nicely, that there is quite a nice pigment, very pigmented. The browns are not at all chalky. I'm just taking the brush that I started off with macrame and just making sure that it's all nicely blended. Cosmo on a packing brush, and I'm going to place that just in the middle-ish of my eye, coming back. It's lovely. A little bit more. It is the softest shimmer. The color brown is absolutely gorgeous. I think I want to intensify that a little bit. So I'm going to take the shimmer, I'm going to put it on my brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of setting spray. This one is the Max Fix Plus. And I'm going to pop that on. It's just made it a lot darker, which I'm not mad at. I quite like that. Using the color Sunset, I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to pop that now on the center of my eye. When you use your finger with shimmer products, often you get a very, very good color payoff. Oh, gee whiskers, that's gorgeous. Very, very beautiful. Just want to make sure that I blend between the dark brown and the light brown. There is a little bit of fallout, so I would recommend that you would do your eyes first. For my inner corner, I'm going to use Lumi on a very small packing brush. On this little brush, the payoff is not very good, so I'm going to just put it on the brush again, and I'm going to just spray it with a bit of setting spray. Let's see if I can get something going here. A little bit more. Lumi doesn't seem to like the setting spray all that much, and I want a little bit more brightness in the inner corner of my eye. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little packing brush, the same one, and I'm going to pop it into the shade Highlight, and let's see if that gives me the brightness that I'm after. There we go. Using a little angled brush, I'm going to take the color Limitless, and I'm going to now pop it in on my lower lash line, just so that I can tie the eye together. So looking up, I'm just going to just stamp it in. I'm not going to go the whole way, and just maybe create the tiniest bit of a wing up. Just want to blend out that brown, so I'm going to use ombre on a little smudging brush, the same one that I've been using, and I'm just going to now just blend that brown, that dark brown, just so it doesn't look so incredibly harsh underneath my eyes. That is essentially all my makeup done. What I do want to do before I put my mascara on is just clean up the edges of my eye, just to make sure that it's a lovely sharp look and a nice, gives me the lifted look that I really enjoy automatically like that. Now with me cleaning up my edges, what I have done is I have taken off my concealer. So what I'm going to do is just pop that straight back on. I just put it on the back of my hand, and then taking a fluffy brush, pop it in and just put it straight back. Last step would be Falsies Lash Lift Maybelline Mascara. This one is a very nice one. It gives a very full effect to your lashes. I'm going to concentrate the majority of my mascara just on the outer edges, and that will give my eye a very lifted look. So here's the final look. Lovely and dramatic. We went from zero to hero in no time flat. You can see it was super easy to go from a lovely soft glam look to something a little bit more dramatic. I really have enjoyed using this palette. I like the color story of the palette. I love the fact that there are neutral shades. There is something for every time of the day. 20 eyeshadows for 295 Rand, and the color payoff is fantastic. The color that you see in the palette is the color that comes up on your eye. There were a few little shades that I found I had to work a little bit harder to get some color, to get very deep colors with. The ombre color as well as the Lumi color, but the rest of them are absolutely fantastic. I really think that this would be something worth adding to your collection. Well, that's it from me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you'll be able to create some lovely glamorous looks for the festive season, and let me know if you do. I'd be keen to know. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would be so awesome to have you as part of the community, and until my next video, I'll see you soon. Bye.